To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Alrighty, I call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mayor Anderson, Troy Moon,
Here.
Troy Doden,
Here.
Will Mulkey,
Here.
Art Schott,
Yep.
Lisa Swagan, here, and Mike Keeman.
Yep. Assuming everybody has read through the agenda, need a motion to adopt the agenda, please.
Troy, can I add one thing to it?
Okay.
Ben came in, he'd like to do a seasonal hire. We have one that's done here shortly and one's developers on vacation time. So a seasonal hire,
Be under new business.
yeah, as a clubhouse attendant. And then I've just got a couple announcements under information items.
Motion to adopt the amended agenda. Okay, we have a motion to adopt the amended agenda. Any further discussion? All right, all in favor of approving the amended agenda? Say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passed. All right. Need a motion to approve the minutes from the July 18th, 2022 meeting. Second. All right, we have a motion to approve the minutes. Any discussion or changes? Already all in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Public hearings, nothing, visitors to be heard. Kelsey Boulevard.
Hi, yes, I was just coming in to me and a couple friends are looking to do a co-ed softball tournament and use the fields north of town. So my request is to approve alcohol consumption on those fields for that tournament.
You have dates?
I'm looking at the weekend after Labor Day weekend,
Which is?
the 10th. Of September?
So it'll be a Saturday only?
Yes, well, probably Saturday, Sunday, I would assume, depending on how many teams that we have.
So this would be a BYOB or?
Yeah. Yeah.
September 10 and 11.
We can just approve these, don't have to have a hearing, or it doesn't have to be.
Right, 'cause it's not a request for a one-day malt beverage license. The ordinance on open containers says that they can be approved in areas by action of the council.
Why don't, when you get a date, for sure.
Okay.
I don't think there's probably a whole lot of opposition as long as you have a date, but you really can't do anything until you have a date.
Okay.
Is this a fundraiser for something?
That was my plan, because we'll charge a registration fee for the teams to enter, and then we don't really have anything to necessarily do with that money, so we would put it back into the community somehow or another, yeah.
And we have one more meeting before then? Or
Two more.
So,
Would be the meeting, would be on Tuesday after Labor Day, right? Your first meeting in September?
and then 1 and 2.
1 or 2 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
You can just give me the date, Elsie, just let me know the date and I can put it on the agenda. You won't need to ever come back in, do you?
I don't think so.
Everyone's bringing their own, nobody's selling any.
Correct.
I've talked to Greg Gates and he's fine with it, so he'll get the field ready for him.
Sure.
Cool, thanks. All right, Mr. Lee Master.
Hello, everybody. So, I'm here on behalf of the school district with Dr. Dagan and Mr. Ronaldo there. We have a couple of annual events coming up here, and we need permission to close some streets from you. So the first one coming up is our homecoming, which is September 16th this year. And so we would be requesting to close off the same streets that we've used for the parade in the past. And On this map here, this is the map that highlights the Watchdog Marching Festival that is on September 30th this year. So it's just 2 different years, it's the same map, it's just 2 different years that are on there. So the streets in red, as well as the areas with the numbers, those would be the streets for the Watchdog Festival that we would request that we could close off for the morning. The other street up here, through town and whatnot, that would be requested for both homecoming as well as the Watchdog Festival. And so I would just formally like to request that from you.
So it would be all the streets in red, the maps are the same for both days, right?
Well, the maps on each side, it's 2 different years, the way the printer printed. It's the same maps. But the homecoming parade is just the same streets that we've used the previous years. The Watchdog Festival, because of the number of extra entries, requires us to close off a few more residential streets, which is indicated by each one of these numbers. So each one of those numbers would represent an area on that street that we would need to close in addition to that in the red.
When is homecoming?
What's that?
When is homecoming?
September 16th.
What's the time on what's the big one, the band festival, what's the time on that?
So we would have bands arriving here by 8:30, 8:45. It goes from 9:45, so probably 12, 15.
So 8 to 1 or something like that?
Ish, yeah. And that will all depend on the exact number of entries that we end up getting, but 8 to 1-ish.
What day of the week is that one?
They're both on Fridays.
Both on Friday.
Yep.
So what's the date of the band festival?
September 30th.
And homecoming is,
September 16th.
So there'd be a map or something published so people know. Everybody knows homecoming, but on the festival or parade band thing.
Maybe similar to this map here.
Would you publish that? On
In the paper.
Facebook or paper or anything?
We haven't, but we probably could have.
didn't you guys do flyers when you're on houses or something?
We go around to each one of the businesses as well as the houses to request them to not park on the street that day, leading up to it. So that's kind of that's the big draw why we get a good turnout of bands to come here. It's just a safety issue when we have cars out on the streets. And so it's just hazardous for all the performers, all the bands, for both parades, for both the homecoming as well as the Watchdog Festival. So we request that no cars be parked anywhere along that parade route.
And you're gonna do that this year as well?
Correct, yep.
Okay.
Yep. So we, in the past, we've reached out to the other city offices, the street department and stuff, and they've come over and put out barriers for us and whatnot, and the police department's helped us with that.
So basically 8 to about 1:30, be safe.
What's that?
8 to 1:30 on the 30th.
Yeah, I don't think we'll go that late, but that would be safe. And we would hope that we'd have all the groups out of here by about 1:30 so they can get back to their own schools.
Probably need a motion on that, guys.
You need anything else?
Separate.
Okay, so we'll share on our Facebook if you got the map, we'll share it with the cities too,
Yep.
just let people know.
Yeah, this would be the same map on there. The same map. It's just the numbers until I figure out how many groups we've got coming, so.
Yeah, sure. Elaine will hook you up with the Facebook and share it, put it on the city too.
We can do that.
It's probably the easiest way.
I will make a motion to approve closing streets as noted on September 16th for homecoming.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you guys, appreciate it, thank you.
Second, I'll
Oh, you
make the
gotta
second
make the
motion
second
to
date.
close the streets also on September 30th for the marching band festival.
Who in second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Close the streets as noted for the September 30th parade of bands. Any discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Committee reports, mayor report.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks.
Good luck, head city administrator. Anything for regular session or? Nothing in old business, so new business, resolution 2022-14 contingency fund transfer.
This is what you guys discussed at the last meeting. And this is the official resolution to move 2,000 of the contingency fund to the Beresford Senior Citizen Center, which the check is on the counter. Just need a motion to approve.
Shall make a motion, resolution 2022-14 contingency fund transfer as again stated for Stowe for the Senior Citizen Center.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Resolution 2022-14. Resolution 2022-15, Housing Infrastructure Finance Program Grant Application.
Just quickly, this, it's a grant that we'll be applying for, to help us with a housing development that we are currently, putting together on the north side of town. And, this would help us restore all the sanitary sewer mains. And basically what this is telling is that the city, once those mains are in place, will take care of them. So if they help pay to put them in, then the city has to maintain them. And the city will take over the ownership of those sanitary sewer lines, so.
Where's this going in?
Well, tentatively, we worked up some area of a new baseball field. So,
On the south of the new baseball field,
No?
in that farm ground there.
Oh, okay. Right next to the Smith plant?
we've got cost estimates, but it's all based on getting this funding, and then there's some other funding that we have to go through yet.
Sure. Okay.
But the grant applications, they get them available on Thursday, and then they started accepting on a first come, first served basis today. So you have a day and a half to put your application together.
Shall make a motion, resolution 2022-15 Housing Infrastructure Finance Program Grant Application as Jerry Simon stated.
Second.
We have a motion for resolution 2022-15. Any further discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None heard, motion carries. Step pay increase for Jason Strand. So Jason is up for a step increase from 1877 to 1925, effective July 27th. Need a motion?
Who makes a motion for a step increase for Jason Strand from 1877 to 1925 per hour on 7/27/22 as Troy Golden State.
Second. Alrighty, we have a motion. Any discussion on that step pay increase?
Can I just make a comment?
Sure.
The golf course is in just outstanding shape. They're doing a great job out there, so. I know a lot of you don't golf, but,
So this is not really a discussion on the motion.
well, yeah, it's because he's partially responsible, so.
And I know Greg.
Point of order, I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor.
And I know Greg does not want to lose.
No, I mean, it's a lot of compliments for a lot of town people that come.
Tons.
Especially for water.
Alrighty, no further discussion heard regarding the motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Alright, seasonal hire clubhouse.
Ben would like to hire Derek Moss, MAAS, as a clubhouse attendant. The starting wage would be $9.95 an hour, and this would be covered for kids that are on vacation, and then we have another one that'll be starting, leaving us on the 15th of August, so he wants to get him started as soon as possible. He's got several on vacation right now, so.
Shall make a motion to hire the hiree as Jerry Simon stated with the pay of $9.95 for the golf course.
Who's second?
Alright, we have a motion and a second to hire Eric Moss at a starting wage of $9.95 per hour. No discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Discussion items, Jerry.
August 10th, which is gonna be a Wednesday, At 11 o'clock, they're gonna have a water tower dedication at the Lewis and Clark Water Tower. And the council, you are all invited, and the Department of Interior's Assistant Secretary for Energy and Water will be here, speak a little bit on that. Of course, Troy Larson will be here. We're gonna have a 11 to 11:45 is the deal. And then after that, they're gonna have some lunch for everybody that's there. So they're expecting about 100 people. So if you guys can let me know by, the sooner the better, he needs to know by the 4th so he can wrap up final plans and all that.
When is that?
It's gonna be August 10th.
A week from Wednesday.
It starts at 11.
Can you fill a cake?
With that cake, they have cookies.
Huh?
What, cookies, chisel,
Cake.
We're gonna have water. It's just water.
chisel.
Water.
Really good water.
Fill up your water bottles.
Yeah,
That's what he wanted to say.
bring your own flavor.
Most of these people, a lot more from out of South Dakota that'll be there, so.
Alrighty, moving on, approval of travel request. Mr. Austin Hansen's requesting travel.
Who moves to pay the travel request?
Motion and a second to approve the travel request for Austin Hansen. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. And motion to pay the bills.
Who moves to pay the bills?
Any discussion or questions regarding the payment of the bills? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Alrighty. Motion carries. We're gonna pay the bills.
Thanks.
Executive session, need a motion to move into executive session for personnel reasons.
Motion to move into executive session for personnel.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are out of regular session.